Hey everybody, Coach Charlie here. Hey, we have a family fun day coming up on June 12th, coming up in a couple weeks here. And we have a fishing tournament. We do this every year. Some of you guys are familiar. Maybe some of you, this is your first time. For me, this is the best day of the whole year as far as for the gym goes. I love watching kids fish, and it's been a family tradition of ours for a long time, and it's a real good time. I understand that everyone out there does not fish, at least the parents do not fish. So I want to send out a quick video here just explaining kind of what we use as far as the setup to make sure that the kids have the best chance to catch a fish. And they don't have to fish the whole time. There's a big jungle gym set up there, and there's swings and all kinds of stuff. So if they're not interested in that, we have other things going on. But a lot of the times, at least the last couple of years, a lot of the kids hang in there and fish. So I just want to show you the setups that we use, so that way you can put something together for them that will likely catch them a fish. So this, just a regular fishing pole. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Like medium to heavy action is fine, really. But I just want to teach everyone exactly what we use as far as what you're casting out into the river. That's the most important part. So especially if you've never done this before. I'm just going to make this very, very stupid simple for everyone. We don't need to get into all kinds of crazy knots or special rigs or anything. But you can buy these types of hooks. They're called Eagle Claw at like Meijer's or Walmart or any kind of sporting goods store. That's what I usually use. They look like this, just a regular hook, and then they have a leader on them. And it doesn't matter the brand. It doesn't have to be Eagle Claw, but the hook, as you can see, is about that big, and you got a leader. Okay, so I'm going to take the fishing line here, which obviously is coming out of the fishing pole, and I'm going to put the line through the hole of the leader, because at the very end of the leader there's a loop, and I put this through here. If you are completely unfamiliar with fishing, you can just tie a couple regular knots, 2 or 3 regular knots, tie it tight. It's probably going to be fine. I will show you a real basic fishing knot that I use. It's called a Stren knot. You can probably find it on YouTube. But once I have this through here, I'm just going to twist it like maybe 6-7 times, and then I'll put the end of the line through the loop at the very bottom, which I hope you guys can see, the loop at the very bottom, and I'll pull it tight. So now you have your fishing hook connected to your fishing line. And again, if you can see that very well, just tie a couple regular knots. It really doesn't matter. It's not like we're out in the ocean fishing or something. So that is the beginnings of it. So that is the hook connected to the line. Now, some people, including myself, usually will put 2 hooks on here. You can legally have 2 hooks. So I would just do the same thing, maybe put another hook about 6 inches to a foot down the line. But for this morning, I'm not going to do 2. Now we need something called a bell sinker. So this is a sinker, right? You can find these at, again, any kind of sporting goods store. Real simple, same thing. I just put the end of the line through the sinker there. You can just tie a couple regular knots, or we can do the Stren knot I was just talking about. I'll show you again. Twist the line, and then I see the loop at the very bottom, right next to the sinker. That's where I'm going to put the tail end of the fishing line. I'm just going to string it through there, and then I'll pull it tight here. And then a lot of times after that, I'll just put a regular knot on top. So now we have a hook, we have a sinker. That's all you need. The last thing that you'll need to do is go to any sporting goods stores, usually Meijer's and Walmart, or you go to like Frank's Outdoors up in Linwood, or there's a couple other places that carry live bait. You need to get some night crawlers. And the trick that I find when I'm fishing in the rivers, because I'm usually catching junk fish, which are like catfish or sheephead or carp, is you want to put at least 1 whole night crawler on this hook, sometimes 2 or 3.